So starting off with the Parasite Queen this morning, we've got the sprue of arms and bits. But I was just saying that I'm really happy that I did not cut off because of all the numbers. Right, so that's why we were talking about the Screaming God having no numbers. Didn't need them. Parasite Queen, however, wow. So it's a lot, because I already cut all these dang things off. We're gonna have to go by sight. We have to go by sight on a lot of the stuff on the build guide. I think it shouldn't be too bad. I mean, some of these pieces are pretty obvious, but a lot of these I had to try to do by sight, and that was not working. That was not fun. I know that these two connect together. I know that these like 6 connect together. Oh man, this was just so daunting. Now we have a build guide, so thank goodness. You guys have a good weekend. Remember, this is a stream. This is not a how-to, so you know, smoke them if you got them. Relax. Although I do find when I'm rolling my videos like through the edit machine, which is just me editing my own videos, I find it hard to like if I go on a tangent or something, I'm like, okay, well, let's just cut that out. And then I go from like looking over here to looking over here. It's just, my edits are just chop chops. It's awful. All right. So let's get to it. I did end up, this was one of the things that was taking me a little bit, trying to get the Parasite Queen build thing up on the screen so you could kind of see what's happening. Right, here's all the stinking million pieces. Of course it won't fit precisely, but whatever. Look at all of them. And then this is what it's gonna build. This is the finished product. This lady draped in finery, but behind the beautiful clothing is ugliness. All those little bloods and guts and stuff. Oh, she's not gonna be pretty. She will be grand, but not pretty. And I think I've decided to do the, whether it's a veil? Whether it's a veil? Let's try to find it. So there's her face, right? If we wanted to do just the clean face. And yeah. So I think the other day I thought this was hair. Come on, Aziz. I thought this was hair. But it's a veil. So it's a very thin veil. So that might be complicated, but also really cool looking. Right? So now I think the regular face might be the quote easiest version to do. I'm not sure. Right, but if we go to like the first steps were basically the mouth, right? This big giant double mouth on the back. Crazy, absolutely crazy. I think the first steps it's telling me to do are actually connect these things. So I think we're gonna go ahead and do that, because why not? So yeah, on the back this bitch. It's gonna be this double maw. Just absolutely crazy. Big giant screamer. I do like my mouths, right? Look at the details on these pieces. Of the palette and whatnot. Come on, Aziz. Not today, bud. Look at the palette details. That's gonna be fun to paint, especially since it's gonna be wide open. So yeah, I guess we're gonna go by the guide today. I am quite happy they decided. Maybe they were watching my stream and they're like, oh my gosh, guys, 5XP's having a real hard time. We gotta get that guide out. We gotta get it out now. Right? They're just secret super fans. Yeah, right. Right. Alright, so we got the little double guy. That's just gonna sit down for a bit. Alright, guide, what's next? Okay, yeah, we know that those go together. Yep, thank you. Yep, and we did that, we did that. Now, this step might be a bit difficult because the way I was looking at it, I thought I had to get this thing attached to the bottom skirt. But they're saying that I should have glued these two together first. And I can't tell. You know what, actually, there's a little ridge right here on this big piece, little ridge right here that it looks like this bottom piece sets in. So you put the little peg into the hole and then you find where the bottom of this piece sets nicely in this piece. And I think I found it. Oh, that is going to leave a nice little gap here. I think I just need to continue to wait. Because what if I need to fit something in there first to make it fit better? So I think we're going to have to wait on that. Know that it's there. I really don't want to screw that up because of doing half of one guide and then half of another guide. All right, now here's the spot we're definitely going to need to do, right? So, all right, we need to find A22. Does it go from top to bottom? Of course not. Why would it? That would make no sense. All right, here we got A30, A20, A17, A32, A14. A39. Oh, for crying out loud. 36, 11, 32, 14, 31, 37, 29, 22. Now I've lost what number. Yeah, 22. There you go. This guy right here. I really hope I do not run into a, oh wow, I should have done that before I did this kind of thing. Where I have to maybe like cut it apart, break it apart. Oh, that would be so traumatic. There are a lot of lanterns like this that have really good detail, and I like it when the detail shines through. Just a little bit of mold lines. Not the worst on this piece. At least they're easy to get to. Never been a big fan of when the sprue is connected to a finger. High chance of it breaking. Alright. So what was the other piece? What was the other piece I needed? A21. We may have that one already. I think that's this one. I'm looking, trying to find the angle. Yeah, that's this guy. Okay, so 21, 22, and which one of you is 18? I think that's this one. Okay, where do you go? Oh, that's not where I thought you'd go at all. So this one has this. You can look, see this little like triangular peg. Let's get a pointer. It's going right here. Going right in this little triangular patch right here. And then what about this guy? So there's a square little mark here. Square little mark just lines up, and this little square thing, I'm sure it'll be really obvious. Right. You have to press fit it a little bit, but it does, it just lays right in there. So, alright, so I'm gonna glue there, and then these flat pieces, and that should be enough. And glue pretty much just on that, and that should be enough. Do this guy first. I had a nice relaxing day yesterday. Since basically Mondays are my weekend, because the kids are in school and I get to just relax and nothing's going on at home. So I went to the casino. I did what retired people do. And I was amongst my people, although they were considerably older than me. I had my teeth, let's just say that. The main difference was I had my teeth and I did not have something to assist my locomotion. So, and I'm not making fun of them. I do see that that's probably where I will be when I am where they are, but it was funny to be, we are one, we are a team, but we are not. We are two different teams. So this one, I do suggest giving it a bit of a pinch while the glue sets. Other than that, there you go. All right, Mr. the Guide. What's next? A20. There's another arm I definitely did not have before. Is it palm up? Here it is, right here. Wait, are we supposed to cut that bit off? No, we are not. All right, so do not cut this little bit here. Cut it at the end. Keep that. You want to keep that. That is part of the costume. Yeah, if I wouldn't looked, I would have just snapped that sucker. Again, fingers attached to this. I do not like that. Anyway, I was actually successful of taking money from the casino yesterday and walking out, and no one arrested me. Of course, I did it, quote, legally. It did feel like walking out like I'd robbed the place, though. It's like, suckers. First, then I'll go back, right? That's the thing. It's like you go back, you may get them this time, but not probably next time. That's how they work. I am finding that there are more and more and more machines that are using this devilish, ploy, like this theme, like where they're doing like fear of missing out, right, on the machines. So they won't direct win anymore. So it's not like the old double diamonds, triple diamonds, sizzle sevens, you know, all that kind of stuff. The old school metal machines with levers, you know, those fun ones. No, it's like these, the games are like the pigs, like the little pigs, and you have to inflate the pigs. You have to get them fat before they burst. Right, so the game is like they'll give you little teensy wins here and there to kind of keep you in the seat, and then they'll fill the pigs, or they'll add firecrackers, or the firecrackers will glow or shake more and more, or or some gauge will fill up. The thing is if you run out of money, you are leaving these big fat pigs, or these balloons that are about to pop, or whatever, this bar that's almost full. You're leaving that for the next person that sits down. You can't do that. That's your money. That's your win in there, about to blow up. So you stay there and you keep going. I find that super predatory. I do not like that at all. Yeah, do not like. So we're still on this one. A 1T, which is palm up. Slides in here somewhere. Ah, there it is. So the these focus button. You see a little dash mark right there, and this little recess right there. That's gonna match. That's gonna match right here. Parfait. Let's get that back. Yeah, so I played mostly my favorite game from Vegas, and it's the you know me, guys. I like Conan the Robert E. Howard Conan IP. So there are these machines, these Conan machines, and it's more of a reward you now. Like, you either win or you don't win. Conan lets you live, or he kills you. And that's a lot of fun. And of course, there are those special mini games. Randomly, Tothamon can come in, and you think that's a bad thing, but it's really quite a good thing. He stretches the screen, gives you more lines to win and all that kind of stuff. Or you get 3 of these big Conan like axes to display. Of course, they all make big ka-chunk noises, so to get you excited, even if they're, like when the first one shows up, so you're like, oh, it could happen! And, it rarely does, but when it does, you get to fight a frost giant, and you get like a bunch of free spins and multipliers and stuff. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy that game. I could sit at that game for hours. I did. I did. I sat at it for hours. It was really kind to me. Really, it was really, really good to me yesterday. I also like the Wonder Woman, which is almost, I think it's made by the same company, because it's pretty much the same kind of thing. Immediate wins, no like filling a balloon. Alright, so this is A19. I guess we're staying with this one. And what are we doing with it? Oh. It didn't tell us what we're doing with it. Okay, let's guess. What are we doing with it? Maybe this peg into that? But that's not really helping. Oh, okay. Alright, so there's a peg here, and a peg down here, and apparently we're just slotting it right in. Now there are gaps. Oh, Aziz. Seriously, dude. Yeah, I've got to get a new top-down camera. That's just so frustrating. Yeah, so there are gaps here. But I don't know if we're supposed to care about that. Feels like we should. But hey, the guide's telling us to do this. Who am I to say the guide doesn't know what's up? Alright, well, I guess we're gonna do that. Alright, so and let's see, we've got the back of the hand to glue. Let's see what else. Let's see. Basically all these points right here. So you're gonna glue this one, this one, this one, this one, a little bit of this for the most part, and of course the nubs. Those are all touch points. I'm gonna get this ridge here in the middle as well. Who knows? But yeah, I like to go to the casino once in a while. Sit there, relax, no agenda. You know, and I went during the day, so just having like a soda, free sodas. Having a soda, sitting down, relaxing. Some old lady, and I mean like real old lady, hit like a mega progressive jackpot, like right on the other side of the machine from me. Where all the security people come over. It was funny because they treated her more like what's like a hospital patient. Yeah, kind of maybe like a hospital patient. Like, are you okay? Have you ever won before? Like, is your heart gonna explode? Please don't let that happen. Poor old lady could hardly. I mean, you couldn't even tell she was excited. Oh, is that a lot of money? Oh, that's so nice. Oh, that's so nice. And you're just like, oh, bless her heart. Bless her heart. All right, so we need A17 and 16. Of course, this is 16. 17 is definitely on the sprue. 17. It's a small one, it looks like. Here it is. Like a pair of arms and hands. I did start to get depressed after a little while when over the intercom, you know, they do this thing where they're like, "Do you hear that? That's the sound of another like jackpot winner." And you know, not me. That happened like 8 times. I think we're like, "Hey, ding 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 ding, that's the sound of another jackpot winner." And I'm like, man. Either these people are pumping in like a lot more money than me, because you know I'm only doing like penny versions of the machines, and only like the bottom 2 like amounts per line. Like I'm not pushing the boundaries of of going broke immediately. I'm sitting there milking the machines or whatever you want to call them. I just have this feeling these old people are there just chucking, like just hitting max lines, max amount per line. Oh my gosh, this scares me. I hope everybody there plays responsibly. Didn't hear anybody wailing like, "No, I've lost my house." So that's good. What do we got? This one is on this one. Let's find a place. Oh, spin that upside down. It's okay. So this one has a little knock right here and right there, so it should fit. Yep. That should be easy enough. Thank you, build guide. I appreciate you. It probably would never found that one, if I'm honest. It's gonna be very interesting to paint when I figure out what color I'm gonna give her. Like her, is she pale and dainty and fresh and non-sunlight, or is she parasitic from within? Is she red and purples and browns, or like what is she gonna be? I have not quite figured that out yet. Maybe I need to look at the book a little bit more. Maybe there's some art in the book. All right, so this is 15. I'm supposed to put that on this one. Does that count as a drop? That doesn't count as a drop. We're of course not. All right, let's find these pegs here. Okay, so there's one there, and there's one there. That's kind of... Okay, hold on. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Come on, get in there. There it is, okay. That one didn't fit as easy as the other one. Alright, so we're gonna need to glue the lantern, the back of the lantern, the palm of the hand, the inside of that finger, basically straight down this line as well. So I say the back of the hand. All right, let's try this again. Is it a weird fit? Where is it? There it is. All right, now I believe we have the piece that we needed for this guy to fit in. But before that glue sets, I'm going to double check. Yep. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and before that glue sets, I'm gonna get this guy ready to go. Try to rectify the mistake of trying to do it myself. Not a mistake, just not knowing. Gotta hit it more from behind than the front. Are you doing phrasing? All right, that looks more. That looks better. That looks. What's the word I'm looking for? Like it flows better. I mean, this must have been like when the sculptor came over with his little like first statue, and everybody's like, oh my gosh, that's beautiful. That's just great. Look at this, grotesque. It's fantastic. It's got everything. And then they're like, okay, Joey, intern Joey, we need you to cut this up so that we can turn it into a miniature. He probably quit. It's like trying to figure out how to split this thing up in the software so that it would work. Like I don't envy this person. Not one bit. Not one bit. And I think I might have already done this part. Or at least I've already... I think I did. I think that's this. Pretty sure that I did all of that. Because that's these two bits. I think that's this one. Yep, did all that. Oh, so I was supposed to do. I was supposed to do. No, I did do. Because that's this. Yeah. I'm good. We're good. Okay, now here's the nightmare. Alright, so I'm supposed to set these aside. Which these are pretty much now. Basically, I'm just gonna be sticking that thing right in there. Yeah, it's gonna fit just right there, and that's the back. Oh, and then the front. So what we're gonna do right now is this thing that fits in the middle here. And it was a nightmare. It's a nightmare. So we're starting with my little centerpiece here. Now, which piece am I doing first? Yep, so basically I thought we had to do this piece, then this piece, then this piece, then this piece, then this piece, and then I have no idea where all the other pieces are. Literally, this was a nightmare. All right, so with this one, when you're looking at this piece, you'll see this little curved knock right here, peg right here. You have to find the curved little like recess on this, and it doesn't sit very well in there. It doesn't want to stay, or it floats, it moves. But the important thing is to get this little bit to line up in that little socket. Come on, Aziz. The important thing is to get this little bit to line up in this socket down there. Right like there. Make sure that sits in there. So you're gluing this whole bit. I find this whole assembly nightmarish. And not in like the, oh my gosh, it's hideous, it's it's atrocious. No, it's like, why'd you cut it there? You couldn't have put that on the same block when you were making this? Come on, pal. It's an exercise in frustration. Okay, yep, so now we need 36. Straight arm, 36. There we go, right there. With a fist. So these are the things that I was struggling with, because you notice, yeah, how were you supposed to know that this was supposed to fit, or wherever this is telling me it's supposed to fit? I have no idea where this is supposed to fit, even now. Ay, caramba. Let's get rid of those mold lines. Old lines across the knuckles, come on. Now, so this piece right here is like the crown, like she's going like this up at the top, like she's got her hands up. This is the front hand. It's like, this is the front part of her body. So this is the right side of her. You know, if you're looking at this is her right side, and we're making this multi-armed spray hands thing. It's super complicated, and once we get these pieces, it'll start to, you know, start to see the shape. Now, where is it telling me to put this thing? Where in the hell is it telling me to put this thing? Maybe it's in the next photo, it'll be obvious. Of course not. Just, what a guide. Here, this piece goes to this piece. Figure it out. Basically where I was the other day. No. No. I'm gonna go ballistic. Was this supposed to go before that? Oh, and I would like to point out there. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it apart. You see these little injection points? My pointer. You see these little injection points? There's these, like right here, right here. This one you are going to want to shave down. You're going to want to cut this down. Otherwise this piece will not fit tightly against this, and it will create unpleasant gaps. We hate gaps. Now, where the hell is this supposed to go? Alright, it's telling me rotate it like this. fist goes like this. That tells me. Oh my gosh. It can't be that. That's not even the right. Oh my gosh. Why would it do this? Is this supposed to be that? Are you kidding me? Alright, well guess what? I'm putting that arm down for a moment, because that didn't actually show me where it's supposed to go. You see these recesses here? I don't see those recesses, do you? Oh, do you know why? Do you know why? Because it's missing a step. This piece this piece on the top is actually this piece. So it forgot to tell you to put this on. Because now there's the recess for this hand. Come on, guide. Maybe it's here. Come on, guide. There you go. That's why you need me. No, you don't. Anyway, so this piece, which I don't even know what number it is because I cut it off beforehand, it's gonna glue onto this nub. Yeah, what is these? Come on, focus for me, baby. There we go. It's gonna go onto this nub, that nub, on this and this. So it's gonna create the prayer hands. Like that. And now the picture is gonna look like the picture on the stinking guide. And I did not skip a step. Literally went from this, add this, to add this on top of that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let's get this guy glued in then. And move on, shall we? Actually, I'm gonna need to get that flat end right there. Perfection. And you will want to press. You want to keep this guy nice and tight. Keep it real, keep it tight. Right now, I do need to find out where the hell this arm that they're telling us fits in here. So we get this guy with this peg. And it needs to go in, I think, probably this one. I'm not sure how that's... It doesn't quite fit perfectly. The recess isn't... Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe it's this bit right here. Okay, I have a feeling it actually sets in here based on this. There's like a little tiny... I don't know if you can see it. See that little tiny little recess right there along with this little scoop out? I have a feeling that is meant for this guy. The scoop out in that little bump. Right there. But I can't be sure. I'm gonna have to see the next one. Where is this one displayed again? What? I don't even see it in that assembly, the A33, 35, 36 assembly. I don't even see it there. But it does, if I look at this photo, I do see it does not mirror. Does not mirror this hand. It does come out a bit. Maybe it's this one. For the love of Pete. This is so frustrating. Come on, just tell me where that goes next. Fist bumps towards the sky. So that's not this way. If the alignment's supposed to match, he's supposed to be doing this. Which would be this guy right here. Does that look like? I just don't want to glue it. No, you know, knowing that it just feels awkward. All right, so we're gonna do it anyway. Cause I want to move on. All right, there you go. All right, so we ended up putting it in the middle. So not the scoop out, not the scoop out, not this one, but right in the middle. All right, next. We've got 26, 25, and 24. And I'm not entirely sure what any of these numbers are. What about this guy? Oh wait, that might be these guys. Maybe, maybe not. Wait, no, this is 24. All right, so this matches the bottom one. Okay. Yep, this matches the middle one. Because I already know that these two match together. So if you look at this one, it has these... Come on, Aussies. Don't look down there. Look over here. See this little recess and this little recess? You take 24. It has this bump and this bump. And they match in there. It's not very obvious. It doesn't want to play. There you go. It goes like that. So this guy is trying to get me to do it upside down though. So I need that other one. What is that one? Do I have that? Is that this one? I think that might be this one. So this one looks like it is 26. I'm already seeing this little again with this whole model I'm having trouble with. Come on, Aziz, don't be like that. These little injection points, they're too big. Like nothing's gonna fit here. Nothing's gonna get flush. So I'm gonna cut this thing out. Man, again, the thinking, I hate doing this because it's probably not an intern. It's probably somebody like high up, like Adam himself or his wife or somebody. But they just did not do a very good job with this part. All right, you probably don't need to cut it too deep, but just shave off the top. Otherwise, we're gonna have fitment issues. All right, so where does this guy go? On the side like that. Ah, yeah, there you go. Okay. Which one goes first? Does this one need to go first? And this one? No, they're two separate pieces. They don't even touch. So these two pieces don't touch. It doesn't matter what doesn't matter what step. Alright, there is our, I guess it's this way. Or I guess technically, according to the photographs, it's this way. Oh, come on now. Yeah. Guess it's technically like this, it's backwards. Alright. So that assembly is done. Now we need 27. This assembly in 23. Oh, I have this one. This one I was gonna put on that, but apparently this one goes on this one, then we put these two together. So where the hell does this one go? Let's see if we can't find some pegs and recesses. There's a peg. There's a peg. I guess technically these two are pegs? Freaking no idea. God, I mean, just look at this. It's just a glop of nothingness. I have no idea how this is supposed to fit together. Let's try to orient it the same way as the photograph, I guess. I can't believe that this is a guide. Alright, see, to me, I found this so much easier to fit into this side. So not the assembly we just made, but the previous assembly. So if you look at this one with the weird two hands, it's right here. It's obvious. It was these. See these two recesses right here? That's these two guys. And it just goes right inside. Boom, done. That's the bottom wrist of her left prey hand. Right? Easy. And then I assume this just I assume. Don't assume anything. And then this just goes on top of that like that, right? Yeah, easy peasy. And that snaps in like that. I think you should do it my way. Which way is my way? Oh man, my camera is getting sketch. Yeah, here's the little, this is her hat. This is her hat. This is where her face will go. So yeah, in my, like, opinion, man. Oh wait, hey, hold on. Now that that was attached, I can kind of maybe put this back in like it had meant to be. Okay. All right. So, if instead of putting it in my way, which was definitely easy, it was easy. What we're gonna do is we're gonna look at it like this. All right. And we're gonna see this little peg at the top of on the back of this hand. All right. That, if you look at this piece, on the back, there's this big hole right here. That fits on the palm. So just find that thing, rest it in there, and it'll fit flush in parfait. All right. So the guide wants you to do it like this. You might as well. You might as well. Except I don't know what else needs gluing. I assume that, I assume that, I assume that. Totally assuming all manner of things. This whole assembly is a giant assumption. Like, I think that goes there? This probably is my least favorite. I think this trumps Lonely Tree and Phoenix. Trying to think if there were any other builds I thought were a nightmare, but this one is definitely, it's there. Congratulations. Congratulations to the Parasite Queen for being the worst assembly in Kingdom Death's lineup. Congratulations, you did it. And that's not a place you want to be. All right. Of course, then we missed A23. I think that's one of these pieces. But I can't be sure. I have no idea. I guess I can look. If these were in numerical order, I could, like, find it easily. God bless this stinking bill. Oh, A23 has already been cut out. Oh, it might be this. No, I know where that goes. I think it's one of these. Because it's not zoomed in. I have no idea. Love of all things holy. No, actually, I think it is this piece. So this piece, I know, goes around her waist. There's a little peg here, and a little recess right on her lower abdominal. And it goes around her like that. Is there a reason I would need this right there? Yeah, I don't think that's it. That's definitely it, if I'm looking at it. From the curvature of that photograph up there. And this is it. I don't know why that would be on her head, why they were trying to get that on her headdress. They're telling me it's down here. Oh yeah, look at that. I mean, that fits in like there. Yeah, I guess that, you know, then her chest and then her head's right there in the the helmet. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna put this on yet though. I think I'm gonna wait for this one, or when the torso comes into play. It looks like they didn't either. This is the same photo as above, right? This thing on the left. They didn't glue it in there. Alright. Now they're saying glue the two pieces together on the back. Which, well, it should be real easy. Yeah, the top's fitting nice. The bottom is gonna need, I mean, I don't think it needs clamps, but it's gonna need some pressure. Let's get dangerous. Let's glue this bad boy. And then we're gonna have probably plenty of space to glue. Oh yeah, so let's glue in these little overlap areas as well. No! There we go. Come on. Be nice. Yeah, I've got a gap. Got a gap right here. Got a gap right here. And a gap down here. I know some of this is going to get pressure fit glue, but like that. I don't know if you heard that, but I think I'm gonna have to do a little bit of, what's it called, sprue goo on this wrist right there. This guy's gonna have to be held together tightly. Yep. So I'll hold this. Talk to you guys. So this week, I have to figure this out, because this week my kindergartner has like some special event on Friday at 10. I invited Blue Knives over for the game on Friday, and he's just like, yo, XP, what are you talking about? I'm gonna be at the kindergarten, like watching the fun little event thing. They're doing like a field day. And I know my wife has the day off, she's gonna go. I'm tempted to push the stream like back an hour, so I'll be gone from, you know, it'll start around 11 instead of 10, so I can go watch that event, a little bit of the event, like a whole day kind of thing, but I only need to watch the little bit in the morning. I might do that. It was also suggested to me to do KDM on Thursday, and I'm like, I don't know about that. So, I don't know, you guys have to let me know what you guys think as far as what I should do. I also, it's not exactly that exciting, right? Dang, I'm gonna have to clamp this thing. I might need to get like a hair tie or something to like pull this thing. But I've seen these a couple times. You know, my other two kids did it, and I don't even really remember it. So I don't know how important it is for me to go, especially if my wife's gonna be. So it may not affect. Yeah, look at this. It doesn't want to stay in. I'm gonna let's go. What is it? 11. It's 12 after 11. Let's go ahead and take our first break while I go around the house trying to find little like hair ties and something to get this thing to adhere a bit better. So I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. See you guys in just a few. All right, that was a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be. I ended up clamping it in this manner, in this little bit here, all the way to the other side here. This top bit's holding its own, but then I had to make sure that I had left enough for this piece, which is going to fit in here. All right, so you didn't want to clamp it too hard so that this piece doesn't end up fitting. So be careful with that, because this piece is the part that the body's going to be on. All right, it's going to be in there, and it's going to snap in like that. So if that's too tight on the other side, it's too tight, you don't have enough gap here, you're going to be in trouble. You don't want to be in trouble, do you? I didn't think so. But that's going to have to stay there, so it has a nice little, it's nice and tight. Anyway, so we'll keep that over there. What's next? Yeah, so it's just showing you. Yeah, she's coming together. So yeah, it's gonna look like as that. But yeah. And then, see, I would almost, it tells you to grab the torso, right, which we just saw. Oh, I already put it on there. Snap fit it in. I would almost say this is the priority piece and not the torso. I want to see what it says next. Yeah, torso and dress. Then there's the little gut piece. Yeah. So this is another reason why it told us to use this piece earlier when attaching to this. And I totally disagree with that. So I left that open because I thought it might come into play here. But it looks like they kind of saw that coming too. So this is a piece I would add later once the lady is in place. Let's see, so it's telling us put the lady in, put the branch in, add the leg, add the chest, then add the piece I was just talking about. Yeah, all right, let's do it. So for me, I kind of want to get this piece together first. I want to make this assembly. All right, so there's a little tab here. What is these? Come on, man. Quit looking at the girl. All right, there's a tab here. Huge recess on her leg. And those are gonna go flush like that. And I kind of want those to be done before I move on. And there's no reason you couldn't add the chest at this moment, because that doesn't matter when that happens, really. There are some mold lines and stuff, so make sure you get rid of those before you put it in. So there's my assembly piece. Now she snaps, she's got some hip hugger pieces in here. And she snaps, her hips snap in between these two pieces. But we're gonna be gluing this in as well. So there's the tab of that. You also want to glue the back side of this as well. You're gonna want to glue this here. You're gonna want to glue the inside there. Actually, you can see there's a little pathway where that little vine's gonna go. This thing should snap right in. Snap. And there you go, look at that. That's just so much detail. It's gonna take forever to paint. But yeah, in my opinion, this is all intestines and, you know, parasitic worms and things like that. So what my color scheme's gonna be is stinking. Who knows? Especially with her. You know, probably should have glued the hands to really get a grip. And then it tells you to put on the leg. Where's her leg? Lily leg. Alright. That is a free-floating leg. It does not attach anywhere except for the hip. Alright, or does it? Or is it intended to? No, I think it's free-floating. So let's pray for no gaps. Really hate to have to use stinking sprue goo on her leg. That would probably not look the greatest. Oh, that's right. We've got that piece that comes across her hips that might hide a lot of this unpleasant gappage. Oh, you know what? I'm taking that off. So I just realized I did not look at that mold line right there. Oh my goodness. It's like I guess I could have made it look like she was wearing stockings and a line was showing. But no. Let's get rid of that thing first. Whew. Close call. Oh, for crying out loud. Got some shavings in the glue. There we go. Yeah, it looks just like she's in a ball gown. If you take away the fact that her feet are actually here, and she's being supported by this, like, parasitic worm. Like she's actually being pushed up by all the nastiness. It's so gross. Lady, you gross. Alright, let's see what else. Yeah, legs, chest. And now the double arms. If you look on her back, there's a nice little bar. It's gonna fit right in there, I hope. Yep. Can't take this off yet. Alright, looks good. Alright, thank goodness. I know, it wanted me to put this on. Probably could put that on, but I am going to wait. I'm gonna wait till this assembly comes down because I want to make sure that this part right here fits real seamless with this. I just feel like there's gonna be a gap there. All right, so next is this little guy. Now, don't ask me why it has this big stick here. Apparently something attaches to the back. Oh, I see. Okay, okay. So you're gonna need to glue this tab here as well. Because the back of the tongue and the mouth is going to affix there. So when you put this in, make sure you actually put pressure on the back of the tongue to make sure the alignment is as needed. Make sure that that alignment is there. she's got legs and she knows how to use them, but apparently her intestines are on the outside. So I'm not sure. This is what they had in mind when they designed her, Chewie. Don't like that. Like that. There's so many gaps that I think I'm gonna have to goo with the sprue goo. But I think we're gonna have to wait till the very end. It's starting to really come together though. I mean, she stands freely. Alright, now here we go. Here's the assembly of all the stinking extras. Alright, we got the top of the mouth, which I don't know where that's gonna fit. It's gonna have to be after these two are together, right? We've already seen these two together. Goes like this. How is that going to fit? Let's see if we can put in one side before the other. We've got a couple of holes there. I only assume that that goes into the arm there. Okay, it does snap in. All right, it does snap in rather well. So what you're looking for? This peg or this recess here. Right, this one right here, that is this peg right here at the bottom. This is her left side. Line up that peg, and then this little recess right here is her arm, her extended arm. So you're gonna find that recess, look down, find that peg, and then snap it into place. It fits real nice, Clark. There's a little bit of play right here at the front, but I'm sure just after a hold it'll be fine. Yeah, we're doing test fits now, dry fits. Alright. So let's see, there's a peg in there. Again, this is her. Alright, that's 2 drops. 3 more and we get a sub. That's the recess for her arm. For sure. Yeah, there we go. And oh yeah, just snaps right in. So dry fit looking good. And this. Okay. Get back in there. I'm trying to figure the mouth out. I think the mouth needs to go. Oh no, it just slides in. Alright, so the mouth, the top 2 little jaw pieces will just slide into the back and push up to the top. Like that. So no need to put them in prior. It's complex. It's complex. But it's okay if we've done everything that we needed to up to this point. Then it looks like it's just a bunch of arms being added in. Arms and faces and crowns and stuff after that. I trust you, guide. You haven't technically led me astray yet. And this piece comes up here. Yeah. Alright, I think I'm gonna do it in the exact same way I started with, and that is left side first. I'm gonna glue glue with the bandage, just like everything's getting glued. Everything's getting glue. If it's flat or out of shape or something, it's getting glued. Because I can only assume something goes there. Find the arm recess, find the peg, snap it in. And this is the place I'm pointing out that it's a little loose on my assembly. I gotta make sure I get that pressed in. This is an insane model. All right, next. She's gonna look grand when she's all finished, though, isn't she, folks? Tell you, if it does this something like, oh, and don't forget you should have put the face in, then we can scream. But we're going this way in hope that the guide does not let us astray. I definitely want to pinch here. I do not want that gap. So far today, not bad. Boy, thanks for that guide. I never would have looked. I never would have looked had you guys not said something. So that's a huge win. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, there she's looking. She got her fancy headdress on. Oh my gosh. How many? Did we count how many arms she has? Gosh. That is nuts. I'm getting the inside of this as well. I want to make sure that everything that this thing touches is getting stinking sealed in. And you just slide it in and push it up. Press it up a bit. And it's in. It does want to kind of slide out though, so I'm gonna have to hold it for a moment. Anyway. After I get this girl done, I definitely will get this girl done today. I want to go and do those, which we found out there are minions, right? It's gonna be cool, and I'll prime it, I'll zenithal this thing up, but man, this is probably not gonna be painted for a while, right? Just like Gold Smoke Night, you see it once every stinking blue moon, like maybe. Just don't see it enough to make it worth painting when you got other stuff. All right. What's next? 11 and 14 are going to get put, oh, great, somewhere. That doesn't tell me anything. Just that I need to now use those pieces. Oh, this guy. it's not real. And it no longer will ever get used. That's not true. That's not fair. For you, Stickler, you should try to fight it a couple times, right? I mean, it's definitely something to try. I think I'm 50% on him. As far as the numbers of wins versus losses. Yeah, gotta get to Lich. Yeah, that's important information. And 14. So on your Screaming Antelope fight on Lantern Year 3, you lost that one? It didn't work out? Is that what I understand? Just cleaning up some mold lines here. Yeah, mold lines are way more on the Parasite Queen. Screaming God hardly had any. At least mine. I know I've had, you know, some models that were early in the process or late in the mold process that, you know, everybody else had no mold lines and mine has tons. And vice versa. But you start getting some mold slippage and they don't line up so well. You're gonna get those mold lines. Side effect. Oh, yeah, Frenzy. Can't use, you know, survival actions, can't use fighting arts. But you get more speed and strength. I always find it ends up doing better when I'm frenzied. So better chance to wound. For a while there, I think there was like a year or two where I was just frenzy drinking. I would just get frenzy drinks and just think I'd do it intentionally. Because there's some, I think I was getting some fighting arts where, you know, it's like you ignore all the negative effects of frenzy, but you get all the positive effects of frenzy. I was stinking going to town with that combo. I think I put it on my sculpture, and everybody was doing it. At least that's the way I remember it. That was a while ago. Yeah. All right, let's find out where these two go. Luckily. Yeah, but see, that's a cool story, right? That's part of the whole reason I like KDM. It's like, man, all this crap happened. Oh my gosh, it was a disaster. But it was cool as hell, man. Alright, where the heck does this guy go? Oh, that looks like that's this one. How am I supposed to get that in now? Game. So, I want to say maybe you should put in the arms, her shoulder arms, before, but these are going to be a tight fit now. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, Necro. There are some great combos great combos with Frenzy I enjoy. Like, I remember I had something that was cumbersome. I can't remember which one, but it was a cumbersome weapon that was it was slow, it was cumbersome, something else, and I just loaded him up with all the Frenzy fighting art stuff and just stinking went to town. And it was awesome. Yeah, I may shave this down just a hair so I can get that in. Speed powder's a fun one. Oh dear. This does not fit that perfect. Trying to get in to press at the correct angle here. Yeah, it's like World of Warcraft, you know, like tongueless boars or intestineless boars and skinless antelopes. I would like to get some shields. I would love Phoenix and other people like it when we Gigalion. We can get enough stuff to make shields. I like shields. If not for the proficiency, just to stinking have. Or a tank. Oh, let me shave this one down. Alright, but you guys have to remind me, I have to do my Gen Con wish list this week. I am so far behind. My buddies are just gonna just give me the nastiest look if I don't have that done by like Thursday. I've got to get that done. Alright, there you go. I got the arms pointing down. Aziz! Aziz! Are we ever set for the butcher? Are we ever truly set and ready for the butcher? Who knows? Okay, now we get 50 and 48, which I'm pretty sure are these things. What it is, I actually have no idea. It looks like one giant testicle or hairnet. If we flip it upside down, I have no idea what this thing is. But apparently I'm putting it somewhere up top. I love how it just says, like, somewhere up here. We're like, right on, right on. I gotta look at the photo. Oh, these. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this guy. It's the next one. Okay, yeah, so it is like a hair net kind of thing. And a lantern, A12, goes in her hand. All right, so let's get A12. Which is this one right here. Oh, that's a tricky one. What is part of the model and what is flashing. I love these lanterns. You know, these little, they're definitely, they're different than the traditional lantern. They're more square. I like those. This one is apparently on the bottom hand. It's got a little recess there on her hand. I don't think it hits the ground or anything. No, the ground, that's the wrong word. Oh, no. It's just gonna be a real pain in the butt. Oh, but yeah, you can glue it. You can glue it just the bottom here. Ever so subtly. Okay. There. Don't touch it. I said don't touch it. There we go. All right. Very nice. I think I'm gonna have to make that a highlight. I'm gonna have to make that one a glowy one. There's loads of lanterns, right? There's 1, 2, 3, like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know, there's at least 9 lanterns on this thing. But I think that one, that particular one, is gonna be accented. Alright, now how do these guys get in here? Actually, that fits quite easily. Now, is this particular to the specific face I use, or is this anything gets this? And it is, there's a sizable gap. Although it looks like there's something that fits there, like another arm. So maybe we won't see it. I am curious if that is going to affect the face I choose. Yes, the next one is the next image is showing the veiled face. So yeah, I'm wondering if I need to be using a different face. I do kind of want to do the veiled face. I think that would look better anyway. And it'd be pretty challenging as far as painting goes as well. Let's go ahead and get the veiled face. What are you guys doing? Are you guys doing veiled or are you guys doing exposed? I haven't looked at anything. If there's something like maybe she exposes her face during an attack that makes it better, difficult, whatever. Like, I don't know. You can get her to remove her veil, something else happens. I have no idea. Veiled, yeah. At first I thought it was hair. I thought she just, was like, what'd I say? The Ring, the girl from The Ring, where she just got hair everywhere. I was thinking that's what it was. And I was like, oh, I totally want spooky. You know what? I honestly, it looks like a veil. Yo, Aziz, come on, don't be like that. Thank you, Aziz. You could still kind of make it look like hair, but no. Now, the closer I look at it, it's definitely a veil. See her eyes, her nose pushing the veil forward, a little bit of her face or her mouth. I don't think making it look like hair is gonna work. Although I'm sure you could do it that way. You're going veil. You're just copying me now. Oh, eye jokes are my favorite when it comes to miniature painters. You're like, look at this beautiful model. Then okay, now it's time to do her eyes. Like, oh my god! It's hideous. Run for your lives. Yeah, I'm terrible at eyes. Didn't I just tell you about that story about a couple Gen Cons ago going to do the eye class? And it was just like, step 1, prepare yourself. Step 2, make perfect eyes. And you're just like, how the hell did you get to that step? You're like, that's what I want to know. Help me. Help me. Thanks for coming. Like, no. I want to know how to do perfect eyes. Like, oh my god. Oh, that is not fitting perfectly. No, that is not good. I don't think I got all that off. Yep, that's probably just it right there. That's a pretty important piece to be not flush. Ugh, there's a size, I don't want to say sizable gap, but notice how poorly those, come on, it was these. Notice how poorly the veil tucks on the face there. Some gappage there. I do not like. Later, Sticks. See you, bud. And maybe the glue will blend those together by melting them like it's supposed to. I'll just press it hard together. Seems to be the way this one goes. Just press it harder together. I'm definitely gonna have fun with that mouth on the back. Look at that little Shop of Horrors thing. That's gonna be great. Miss Seymour, that's gonna be great. Oh, a lot of fun with that. Which is truly the front? Is this, or is it this? Right? I think it's this. I think this is the way, facing forward. Alright, yeah, I think that gap's pretty much gone now. Excellent. Oh, yeah, that veil is so much better than the wide, or the, almost like the mother face. Maybe something else, something mother, right? There's a painter scale mother on the shop right now. I skipped that one. didn't do it for me. Oh, a crown. We have a crown? Have I missed a crown on here? That's not a crown. That's, those are some hands. I'll be so happy when this model's done. You've no idea. Or maybe I've made it clear. Maybe I've made it clear enough that you understand how happy I'll be when this thing's done. Oh, and I need to order. Not only do I need to get my events for Gen Con done, I need to get my order for my shirts and things for Gen Con. I'll be kind of making some. I've already made a couple for my like little merch shop here on like Streamlabs. You can see my merch shop in all its really infantile glory, because there's not much there. But I'm gonna buy some swag of my own and wear it at Gen Con. Wear some 5XP t-shirts and whatnot. I think that'd be kind of cool. Kind of fun. My buddy says, "What do you need to have something to like pass out when you're there? You know, like patches or PC case stickers or something like that." I'm like, oh, I guess I could do that. So I need to come up with what I can do for that. Or do badges, like Gen Con badges. People love putting little ribbons on the bottom of their badges. I think that could be cool. All right, now where the heck is this little... Oh, maybe it is like a crown, a hand crown. Goes... Okay, well, I'm gonna have to see a photo. I can't understand what's happening there. The hands are pointing like up. Stickers are always a good idea. I like stickers. And that does not fit well. Not look right, does not fit well. Does not float like I feel like it should. Oh, that very well could be because of this gap right there. Yeah, it could very well be because of that gap. Yeah, it's almost like two sets of hands. 4 hands, all of them given the peace among worlds symbol. Told him it was peace among worlds. Alright, we need 29 and 30, so it looks like those hands are holding some more lanterns. Okay. 29 and 30. It's 30. $29. Yeah, I'll probably buy like a sweatshirt, although I won't need it. You know, this is stinking July in Indiana. but you know, I'll have it for later. Get a couple t-shirts. I think I got a hat. I'll do a hat. Then I gotta figure out what else I need to do. Try to grow the brand or whatever. Get more people to come out and check me out. So probably need to have something that has like a QR code or something that has a way for people to find me, right? Team up with Lexi on the forums and do some kind of sticker combo. She got some cool stickers. All right, so we've got 2 lanterns on hands. Like this one's the old traditional style. This one's the new cool square style. But where do they go? It's just the same old thing of like, I have no idea where this is gonna go. Oh, maybe this one? Ah! Oh shoot, that's 3. I think it's that one. Or maybe it's that one? Shoot! How do I know which one it is? It doesn't want to fit on that one as much. There's just a bunch of wrists with no hands. I guess you kind of have to guess. What about this one? But maybe this one looks like it's more here. Yeah, that one looks more natural. Let's see what that looks like down below. Actually, let's look back up at top where it's complete. Okay, so... Okay, I am right. It's those 2 right there. Yeah. Oh. There we go. Back to that one. I still have a lot to go, apparently. There's quite a bit left. So if you look on this... What was these? Come on, dude. We're looking at this wrist underneath the long hand with the fist. And we're looking at this wrist, which is right behind her, like a wide open hand. This one right here. That first one is gonna get. Oh, and looks like there's a connecting point right behind her wrist as well. So, yeah, so that's gonna get 2 connecting points. So let's get that on her hand. Push that into place. Dang it! There we go. Looking fine. And then this little fist with the lantern. That's... Oh, and it looks like there's a space to glue right there as well. Oof. Some gappage in the back. Underneath. There we go. That's looking... Oh no, it looks even worse from the front now. What do we care more about, from the front or from the back? Perfect. I shouldn't have to goo it. Next! 31. 31, and I'm assuming it's probably going to go on this little peg right there. Yeah, we're getting close here. Getting close. Hey, wait a minute. Where do these go? Where do these heads go? Oh, I'm super confused now. There are these backs of heads. Oh, could you have put one without the that's what I'm talking about. The guide showed us one way, but there were other ways. So they showed us the veil way, which had the little hairnet in the veil. But if you did not want the hairnet in the veil, do not put the hairnet up, because you're gonna want to do these backs of the heads. I guess that's just so weird why it would do that. I'm so confused right now. Yeah, these three pieces are for the non-veil side. You got the back, the middle, and the front. Alright, whatever. I got sidetracked. I need 31. That's this bad boy. Had another D&D session this last weekend, Saturday. I did a really good job. I got 3 people in one attack down to 0. I tried very hard to get them all. Unluckily, the druid did not go down, and he healed everybody. Became the hero of the day. So cool event for him. He got to save everybody. He got some bonus XP for that. They were up against Deben Sheev. And the whale took them down to 0, no matter where they were on a failed save. 2 of them failed the scream save, and then on a successful save, you still take like psychic damage, and the warrior fell down from psychic damage. That was 3 out of the 4. That was fun. I enjoyed myself. I did my job. Alright, let's see where this goes. Again, this is... Yep, just as I suspected. Fits right on that little guy. Whoops. Actually, before I do that, I missed some mold lines, pretty bad ones. I gotta figure out when we're gonna play next, though. Usually we walk away and have kind of a guess on when that will be, but we did not. We were too busy talking about the Gen Con event catalog and whatnot. You know, that thing that I haven't done yet, which they're going to be really ticked at me when I don't have complete on Friday. Get that done! Alright, now we're on 32. Getting closer. 32. I don't think I've got a whole bunch going on this next weekend, thankfully. Got a couple football games I gotta go to. I don't know if I'd call him football. The coach is a freaking idiot. He does these hockey line changes all the time. Like, just subs out the whole team. Like, no matter if they've been playing well or not, been controlling the ball, getting shots, doesn't matter. He just subs the whole darn team out, kills all momentum and synergy between players, subs them back in at different positions. It's like, play fullback here, then you come back in, you're playing central attacking midfielder. You're like, what the hell's going on here, dude? Just so bad. He's so bad. Which means I'm probably going to be coaching again next year because I can't tolerate it. He's one of those coaches that literally has the how to play football for dummies book, and he's just reading it. It's just like, oh my gosh, I can't take it no more. There we go. Look at all these hands. Oh my gosh, there's so many hands. That does not look like it's seamlessly attached. Let's take a look at that one. It's this one. Yeah, it does not look. There we go. That looks, well, right in there, it doesn't quite look. The more I bend it in, oh no, that looks better. That looks way better. You see that? That does. You can see the crease in the armpit. I didn't like the way that was looking. Next, oh my gosh, we're getting closer. All right, 38. I know where this one goes. That's this bad boy here. And it has this huge tab. It has this huge tab right here. And it slots in this huge recess right there. This one's an easy one. Let's see, do I need to? I probably do. Get some glue in there. Oh no, I just pushed on the opposite side and moved the hand that I just put on. Oh sir, I don't like this model. How's that work though? Yeah, be careful when you're pinching from opposite sides. There's lots of hands that can get pushed out of position. Lots of lanterns that can break off. Starting to get to that point where push, it will break, it won't bend. And it looks like I might need to put in some goo or maybe just attempt to melt these guys so there's no gap. Next, we've got 39 and 40. Man, we're getting so close. You can taste it. Here's 39 down in the corner. Gonna have some mold lines to get rid of on this guy. 40, 40, 40. It's garbage day too, so the the mutt is gonna have something to say about it when he hears those diesels come down the street. Be prepared. My dog hates diesels. He's a special dog. Oof, mold lines on this one. Alright. You guys doing alright out there? These go on her right side near the top. Let's see, lantern. It might be this little recess here. Yeah, it looks right. What about this guy? There's a big tab. Like right there? Oh yeah, that fits right in. Perfection. Right, so this one just like a claw hand, has this tab right here, and it goes right into the side, right there. It just snaps right into place. Perfection. And this one goes. Oh, that's 4. Oh no. One more and I'm done for. There we go. How are you gonna get your stinking paintbrush in there? Man, oh man, look at all that. The detail. This sucker's gonna take freaking ever. It's gonna take me 6 months to finish this one when I decide to paint it. 37. Is that the last arm? I think that might be. Let's do a sprue check. Yep, all I see are heads. Mother heads. Done. Done with that one. Yep, 3 pieces left. So basically, WYSIWYG, we got these 2 pieces left. So 37. At least it's not 36. So happy when I'm finished. So happy when I'm finished. I can put her in the cabinet in the very back. Will not be seen for a while until I calm down. It's like what the hell was it? Monday? That mini? The mini's in the bottom of my little Survivor foam storage. It's like she's not coming out for a while. She was a nightmare to put together. Hey, who's the other one? There was another one besides Monday. That was an absolute I hate you. I can't remember who it was. Alright, well, this one's gonna go on her right side as well. Got it, and there's something right above her, like, main extended arm. I don't have any more pieces. Can't be more pieces. This is the last piece. It fits so well. And what's next? Enjoy. The next step is put it on the base and enjoy. Oh wait, no, I forgot to put on this one. I was waiting. It's my last piece. For this almost exact reason. I knew there was going to be some kind of gappage. Yep. So I'm gonna prio the front, and I'm gonna have to look at that. Look at the gap that left. Look at that gap. Oh, it's awful. We have to really shove it in there. All right, good luck to all of us on this final piece. And we could do the, that's it, we did it. It's got to go in further than that, right? Oh man, it's way off. Whoosh. There we go. Dang, I may have to artificially get that one in there. Actually, no, I'm just gonna sprue glue that. I'm gonna call it a day on that. No matter how hard I push. I knew that was gonna come into play. So yeah, I think the worst thing was this. I'm glad I did not attach it to this side. It would never have fit properly on her thigh. She's supposed to properly lay on her thigh, and then there's a little peg in the middle, like right on her abdomen, that it's got to line up with, and also on the other side here. So I'm glad I did not attach it over here like it recommended. I can easily sprue glue this and have it not be obvious. And then I will want to probably put some goo there. Where else? Where else is really obvious? Yeah, probably right there. You know, on the side of its mouth. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Actually, you know, I could probably melt that bit right here. Yeah, the glue does a pretty good job of just melting things. So, a lot of times I don't have to sprue glue them. These wrists up here, they did a great job of melting these things together, so those look fine. Yeah, for the most part, looks good. Let's go ahead and get that sprue glue in. We're sitting at 12:30. All right. What I said I wanted to do next was these guys. The kind of naked survivors, which ended up being Parasite minions? Probably just use as new survivors. Oof, come on, Heracles. So gooped it up. I'm just gonna spread it around a little bit with my incredibly powerful multi-tool. So that it looks smooth. Super smooth. And no one will be the wiser. There. Once it dries, you won't even know unless you watch this video. And you can call me out on it. Then once I paint it, even better. Now, how the heck, what are we gonna do as far as the base, right? I love basing this, but I'm not sure what I would do because it's the model, well, you know, the girl is already so high. I'm not sure adding any more height to this makes any sense. Like when you're thinking about how tall this girl is, right? I mean, like basically I don't want to say it. You know, she's that tall. And I don't know if she needs more. Yeah, she just might need a regular base and then color the base brown or reddish brown, something like that. I don't know. It's a toughie. But that's something I'm gonna be not thinking about for a while because of how much I enjoyed her, right? Oh, I was wondering why it wasn't sitting flat. It does sit flat though, so that's a... All right, well there you go. That's it, we did it.
That's it, we did it!
Woohoo!
We did it!
Round of applause. And I don't think we're gonna need a how to do it with these. They're one piece. Should be really easy. Like, let's just go ahead and get them all out. Actually, no, we're not. We're gonna take a break. It's 12:30. All right, so I'm gonna take a break. We're gonna come back. I don't want to set this on its side for you guys to look at because if any of this stuff is still gluing, I need it to not get bent out of shape. All right, so take a break. I'll be back. Oh man, the guide was so much better. There was, again, if you were listening to the dude's story, you would definitely have gotten some hints on what to do. The guide missed, I think, 2 things, but besides that, it was so much better with all the extra little hands. All the extra little hands was so nice to have. But yeah, I think it was a little bit off, but it was way better than stinking nothing. Yeah, so there she is in all her glory. Just don't let her slap you, because it's not going to be once, it's going to be 20 times. I probably should count how many arms she has, because that's ridiculous. Again, I think this is the front. I think this is the true front of the monster. I think it's going this way. Nom 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 nom, like Pac-Man. Alright, I'm gonna take my break. I'll be back. See you just a few. Then we're gonna do these guys. And then honestly, I think these guys aren't gonna take too long. I'm gonna do a surprise one for my son. So I'll see you guys in just a few. All right. Now that we're done with Queen Bitch of the Universe here. Oh my goodness. What a difficult build. What a frustrating build. But hey, it's Dunsies. And I think like Atlas I'm not doing a fancy base with. I'm just doing regular, just because he's got the same kind of presence on the base. It covers so much. I don't see me doing a fancy base. Just don't see it. All right, we're gonna set her right there. Then we're moving on to these Illuminateds. So these are, let's see, we get Illuminated Lady, Illuminated Man, Illuminated Lady 2, Illuminated Man 2. Well, look at the flow on that girl. So these, I might end up doing something fun on the base with these. Like my OG survivors being the old, whatchamacallit, the old, what'd you do this time, Necro? Please refrain from spamming caps. You're just pissing off my auto mod. Oh, you've been timed out for 36. How do I undo that? That's okay. Hold on. Let me play with this a bit, because I find that's hilarious. Way to go, you klutz! I hate it here. Alright, there's gotta be something. I wonder... I can't even see a message that just said 17 messages were deleted by a moderator. What the hell? You spam 18 messages? What did you do? Oh my goodness. What would that be under? You can't believe it. Caps protection. Oh, let's get rid of that. I wish you would tell me what you did. It literally... You don't even get a strike. You just like... Once again, please refrain from using ethnic slurs. Oh man. You're killing me, Smalls. Alright. It does. Told it specifically just to piss you off at random times. Smack you and say no, no. Or think of it like the dog with, or like, you know what is it? You get the spray bottle of water. This just once in a while spray Necro. All right, so right now we're doing Illuminated Lady number 1. There should be no difficulty in this build, except the difficulty that I create. It's a torso, head, a leg. It should not be hard. This is almost considering this one a palate cleanser to the stinking Parasite Queen that we just finished. It's a breath of fresh air, as it were. Does anybody know when it's gonna start getting consistently warm in Indiana yet? I'm so tired. Waking up when it's 30. Sprue check. Good. Look, why are you blaming me? I didn't do it. Oh, of course, I technically did, right? I'm the one who set up the mod with just generic settings. Didn't know it would do that. I'm sorry. You're the one that broke the rules. And the rules were clearly stated somewhere. Somewhere. I don't exactly know where that is, though. But somewhere they're stated. Incredibly fine print. Did you get any more work done on your gold smoke night? I did mine as like a ghostly smoke. I did not do it as a fire smoke. That was cool to see yours was different. Yeah, it took me forever to paint my gold smoke night too. Like as far as before starting it. Just because I'm like, why? Why would I work on that one when I'm gonna see these other models way more? Jeez, that was a lot of stinking junk on that. You doing true metallic metals this time? Or are you gonna non-metal it up? I did true metallic metal with lots of blending. I actually really like mine. I'm quite proud of the creature that I see once every like 4 years. I didn't do a custom base for him, you know, because he's got that already kind of custom base, right? Okay, another one of those ones I'm just like, really? I wanted to do something cool with this guy. Man, there are a lot of mold lines on these guys. That sucks. Are you going with a silver, or are you going to go with gold? Are you going to do bronze? My guy was more of a kind of a bronzy gold. Real like antique gold, not shiny gold. Well, yeah, welcome everybody. Thank you for checking me out today. Appreciate the views. If you like what you see, hit that bell, that whistle, that heart, that you know, all those things on all the different channels that say you love me. It lets me know you like what I'm doing or not. If you don't like it, hope you tell me, but in a constructive way. Doing minis on Tuesdays, painting or building. Today the last two we've been building. So we got new stuff. Wednesdays and Thursdays have been video game playing Clair Obscur right now. I'm really digging that game, no matter how poor I am at it. Been enjoying that one quite a bit. And then Fridays is typically board game days. We're doing another Kingdom Death campaign right now. People of the Sun. Doing pretty well right now, actually. Plenty of population, plenty of armor, weapons, cool gear, really cool survivors. We're doing a theme where it is like top recording artists of all time. We're calling it the Settlement of Soundgarden. That's Fridays. This Friday, I don't know, it might have a late start. Not like 15 minutes, but I'm talking like an hour. I think we're probably just gonna skew the day an hour. Shavings. Good pose. Yeah, it looks very much like the illuminated. This looks like the painter scale illuminated lady they had on the store for a bit. I think that sold out pretty quick, if I recall. Whee! I think I can get these two done. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the illuminated lady pose from the art and the painter scale. Let's see if that's that. Does this hair fit in here somewhere? I don't think I saw any art for this. Oh wait, that's her arm. Wait a moment. How the heck does... Now I need to look at the illuminated lady. Now I can't remember what the heck she looked like. I think I can go to the shop. Aha! Okay. That's what I'm looking at. So she's... Her left arm is bent backwards. That's what I was misunderstanding. I could do the face. I don't. There's no obstructions on the face. Nope. So we got her right arm, and that's coming up and around the top of her head. Actually, let me see it from behind. See it from behind. See if I can't see how this works. It actually fits fairly well. A bit of a gap. But really, you just need to focus on the elbow. Make sure the elbow is looking smooth. It's not exactly easy, but luckily the glue I'm using is flexible. The elbow doesn't look that great. I might have to goo that elbow. Sprue goo it. And her hair a little bit too. I don't like the way that looks either. You know, I don't really like the way that's looking so much. Uzzies, come on, dude. See that gap right there in the top of that and that. And this elbow's not looking so bad now, but let's go a little bit more. Yeah, this doesn't fit as well as I was hoping, but it'll be all right. But I think that'd be a really cool new Survivor mini. Now, where does the lantern go? I don't exactly see a place for that. Wait, is it supposed to go around her dang arm and I just missed that? Yes, yes it is, and I did miss it quite. Oh man, that's rough. Come on, pop off. Is there a specific way? Oh, it's probably the other way. Good gravy. Yeah, important information. You got to do that first. Don't do the lantern last. But I am putting it as a connector point on the front a little bit and the back. Come on, Aziz, give me some love, man. There we go. So right at the top corner of the lantern, in the back corner of that lantern, anchoring it with glue there, and there. That's better. Oh damn, was that like number 4? Oh dear. Anyway, that's a good one. I like that one. I think these are gonna make fine starting survivors. Here's Illuminated Man. And he's got a spear? Very interesting. So maybe he won't, maybe he'll just be one of the starters. Your early game survivor, how about that? But this kind of looks like Alistair. I'm getting Alistair vibes from this guy. The way he's holding the lantern. Was what was that? The sprue decided to attack me. Is there an Illuminated Man mini out there? I don't feel like I've ever seen an Illuminated Man. Sprue check. Good. I don't think I've seen. Right? No idea. Curious about Illuminated. Illuminated. Just. Yeah. Alright, well, so nothing there anymore. I mean, I'm gonna put them on traditional bases. And I might do that fun little just Zenithal paint job to them. Kind of like what they do for the Kingdom Death tables. So they're not really painted per se, but they're primed, but they look painted. And then maybe just make the lanterns glow, and that's it. So they're kind of without color. But yeah, no idea. I should read the rulebook a little bit more, shouldn't I? Find out what these minions are all about. If they're in the rulebook. If they're a AI card or whatever, then we're not gonna see it. Oh, crappy mold lines on the inside of his legs. So you sent me that message. Now I posted that all the gear that the settlement has on Discord. So if you want to see all the gear, Necro, you can go see that post. It was, I think it was more on Friday, perhaps. I don't think our gear is bad. I just know the Giga Lion is going to take us to the cleaners if we're going to be right next to him the whole fight. Unless we crit. Which is like the whole point, the whole idea of those builds that I put together. Is, you know, critting on, everybody's critting on 8s. And then Aretha's critting on 7s. So we can try to resource farm that Giga. But you can also resource farm a Phoenix. Getting feathers and some iron and whatnot. So it's not impossible to do with a Phoenix. So we might try a Phoenix. I just know that the hunt events for the Phoenix are more deadly than the Giga Lion hunt events. Because there aren't any Giga Lion hunt events. It's just regular lion hunt events. And they're not bad. So I don't want people to cease to exist, and I don't want to unmake my gear. You know, crap like that. But I do know we would probably survive better in the fight against the Phoenix. Razor Wind and all. Spoilers in name only. Dash is going to help a lot. Chain dash is going to help immensely. Oof, this mode line is bad. Like, that's a slip. That's a mold slip. Yeah, I mean, Stickler was talking about how, like, his thought was, you know, go out and get as many resources as you can to build locations. Like, I'm down for that. You know, like getting leather worker and, you know, weapon crafter and getting that stuff. You know, just getting it off the books, so that when we do get ammonia and all that stuff, we can start, and you know, smelting and whatnot. We can actually use it instead of waiting a bit more. Alright, so what's this guy doing? He's got his Alistair lantern. That is, not only is his arm is incredibly long, the lantern goes stinking almost all the way. That is nuts! What am I looking at? Does he have some kind of helmet on? Oh, he's just got like, what are those, like, fingers? Cornrows? I can't even tell what that is. Oops, I didn't get this guy. I think this guy might show that he's more of a parasite minion than a survivor. It'd be interesting if the Parasite Queen kind of, you know, like, created these little guys that look like survivors, but aren't survivors, and you can't attack them because you think they're your friends. Kind of like the spider lure. That'd be cool. Gonna glue the side of the lantern as well, because it sits right on his calf. Really well, actually. It looks really good. What'd you say? Yeah, realistically, well, I mean, crit farming, the cat is, you know, and Phoenix, right? Those are two good crittable, you know, creatures for resources. Somebody just needs to tell me what I'm doing on Friday, because I'm like, I could do either one. I could go Giga, or I can go Phoenix. Either one are going to be fresh new hunts that we have not done, that are going to go basically past. Well, Giga Lion Hunt's going to be long, right? It's going to be past Overwhelming Darkness. I don't think Phoenix is. I think Phoenix is right at Overwhelming Darkness. it has a chance to move away. Oh, our pets' heads are falling off. The glue just completely came apart there. Okay, I need more glue. Good lord. So this guy has like jewelry, kind of like shoot, what's the bad guy in the movie 300? Xerxes. He's got like all those face chains, nose chains and stuff. Now, did they do a good job? And no, they did not. Okay, so the spear does not anchor anywhere else. That's frustrating. Although technically it does on the inside of the forearm. So that's better. Yeah, I like that. That guy's looking cool. Phoenix for fun! Easy peasy. Plus, I just repainted the darn thing. Get that back on the table. You vote. You're the only one talking today, so you get the deciding vote. Congratulations! Alright, so this one is Illuminated Lady. Ooh! She looks obviously very simple. Her whole body is already pre-built. Oh, you know, for a second I thought this was a hammer, like a mace, but no, it's just a lantern again. Yeah, so I definitely feel like I'm going to use these for starting survivors from now on. Could we get any more simple compared to the Parasite Queen? Sprue check. Gone. Done. 4 pieces. Thank you. Thank you. I bought a spin table, like a little like mini highlight table for like, you know, review or whatever display purposes. I'm thinking about getting one of my extra cameras so that when I'm done it'll focus on the mini, you know, spinning around, and you'll be able to see what the hell it is that we just finished or we just built or whatever while I'm working on the next thing. I think that'll be cool. Cost me like $10. I was like, yeah, sure. Why not? Just takes effort getting those cameras set up. As we know, right, Aussies? Oof. Oh shoot, I knew I forgot to mail something. Yeah, I forgot to put your card in the mail today. Alright, I'll do that tomorrow. Sorry about that, Necro. I totally forgot. Seriously, I was starting the stream and I'm like, I know I'm forgetting something. I feel like I'm supposed to have something in the mail. And when I looked around, I was like, I don't see a package. I was like, oh, that's not... Must have already done it. Whoopsies. My bad. I'll get that out to you. Don't worry. Don't worry. You gonna go out? Hey, Necro, you gonna go out and send or see your bro again and continue your campaign, or are you doing it over simulator? That's another great use for simulator, when you can play locally and then continue remotely. I just prefer tangible fun. A lot of flowy hair on these girls. Not quite like Lucy kind of hair, but no curls, just big wavy hair. All right. Boy, that took a long time for just 4 pieces. My goodness. Wait a moment. So this connects with something else, maybe her hair. Oh, yeah, look at that. Something is preventing a flush fit. Gosh, man. Real bad today. That is not looking very flush fitting. Oh, you know, I think I see it. Inside here, there's a little bit that I probably could cut down. It's better. It's not great. You see, it looks like this thing just needs to fit in there more. Yeah, I think that's about as good as we're gonna get it. Cher can't even go. Or Cher shouldn't go. Yeah, if we were talking, if she's just too powerful. Darn it. How's that gonna work? Yeah, if Cher goes, and we don't have a way for her to generate survival during like flows and things, she gonna die. Actually, I might need to reread that Hellfire because if I actually like this model way more than the Illuminated Lady. I like this, like daintily leaning to the left. You know, I like that way more. Because actually, I don't even remember what it was. What was it? What was Hellfire again? Now that we've seen it, you cannot lose or remove the fighting art. Right. Gain a strength for each red affinity on your gear grid connected. Cannot be nominated for intimacy. You can ignore extreme heat, but at the start of your act, lose the survival. The end of your act, if your survival is 0, or if you have any +1 strength tokens, you die. So here I was thinking about like, well, maybe she just needs to be on rawhide. That way, when she spends, she gets it back. But it wouldn't matter, right? It's not. It's that stinking like burn at the beginning of the turn. Start of your act, lose a survival. Oh, and she's quixotic too, isn't she? Is she quixotic or hoarder? If she's quixotic, that's gonna be tough. But her first action every turn is gonna have to be, or every game, every showdown is gonna be, what is not emboldened, but overcharge, even though you don't attack, might not attack, to get rid of that strength token. Oh my gosh, she's gonna be a tricky one. Yeah, no, yeah, like I said, it doesn't help her. It just helps her not lose more during the showdown, potentially. But we need to get something that generates survival. And that's what I was thinking, maybe get her bone daggers. So, you know, and just maybe give her a crap load of speed. Just pray for perfects. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're gonna have to find ways to create some survival during the turn, during the game. I don't know, because right now if she maximizes survival, start of the fight, you know, she's at 6 rounds. In 6 rounds, she's dead. 5 rounds, she's dead. Okay. Something like that. I do not like that. And I don't want to risk her this early. Sprue check. This is for Illuminated Man number 2. This one's not too bad as far as mold lines. It's why he's somewhat decent and the others are just terrible. I don't know. You can see there's definitely some mold slipping. That's disappointing. It's actually worse down at the legs. But yeah, welcome back, Stickler. Hope you were paying attention in class. Man, it's not that bad, but there's, you can see the mold slip pretty much all the way around his body. And his shoulders. I don't know if you can see that very well. Come on, Aziz, give me some good ones. Aziz. Yeah, you can see, look at that. Yeah, you see that mold slip? Hey, that's not a mold line. That is a slip. That is a dislocation. Oh, what a bummer. You just gotta, you know, shave it down until the two sides are level. And hopefully I shaved it so that when it meets the shoulder blade, it's not the other way. Not the wrong way. Yeah, so we need perfect eye or timeless eye. See if we can't find some timeless eye to give to her. I hope that's possible. We already have sculpture. I use sculpture for timeless eye quite a bit, actually. I find that perfect hits in some campaigns are really nice. There's some weapons that love perfect hits. Oh shoot, I missed this. I didn't do this one at all. You know what I'm in the mood for? A big stinking sandwich. Like a turkey and lettuce and bacon sandwich. That would be yummy. Roast beef. Sandwich. Yeah, these are great for starting survivors. Man, these look great. The mold slip is on his jaw, though. That sucks. I do. I know what I'm going to do against toughness 25. Have 3 generations of Monster Claw with, you know, critting on 4s. that's what I'm gonna do. That's the plan right there. Is the settlement of crit. Settlement of win big or go home. Excuse me. Yeah, these are great. Look at that. These are gonna be fantastic. I'm gonna have, you know, I'm tempted to put these guys on rocks. You know, like my lion and my lope. I'd make them like real fancy. No, nothing has toughness that high. It's it might be 18 or something like that, but 25, that's a node. That's a node 4, typically like level 2 or level 3. That's, yeah, it's that that toughness 25 is nuts. That's not normal. All right, now we do have screaming armor stuff, but I'm not touching this. I'm not touching this for a while. Right. You have to fight the beast to get the loot. And I'm not getting this loot anytime soon. Damn. Half an hour. I think I'm gonna try to get... I think we're gonna try to get this done today. Or at least one of these. This is the Ahsoka Star Wars Legion mini. There's 2 minis in here, I think. I think there's 2 minis in here. We're gonna find out. That's the next thing I want to do today. But, and then I'll figure out bases and stuff for these another time. Actually, you know what? Actually, let's just do bases. Even if I don't get a start, at least think about them. Ugh. I mean, I could do the fun, like, skull crack plates. I'm thinking more along the lines... Where are my resin bits? Resin bits in stone. There we go. Could do the crack plates and just do skulls. Have them standing on skulls. Bones. Look at the bones. But I'm not sure that fits my theme of starting survivors. Could totally do like rock bases. Alright, got 4 right there I could do. None smaller. Love these. Yeah, that would really be thematic. I like that quite a bit. Maybe not thematic, but grandiose. It really ties the room together. What else we got? Maybe we could do ruins. Like, I do like these. It's almost like Greco-Romany bits, right? And they're a little bit more to size, to scale. What are the other ones? I thought I had more than that. Technically, that's one. I might have to break that off because we don't really need the Spartan helmet, do we? And what are we using? We're using traditional bases. One, two. I'm not putting them on 30s or 40s or 50s. So I don't need giant heads and stone faces. Put those away. Don't need Spartan helmets. Get those out of there. What the hell is that? Trash, that's what it is. Yeah, save that for a bigger guy. If these are gonna be my new starting survivors, would I want them on stone? So it really does make a dramatic, that's the word, that's the introduction. Like, you know, you've got these guys, the lanterns, they've got nothing. This guy really looks like Adam. Alright, that actually looks really good. Alright, so you could go with stone. You could go with these, like ruined pieces. Boy, the more I think about it, the more I like these. How often am I gonna have them at the table, right? Because they're usually just one prologue, and then somebody else is gonna be, you know, you're gonna have to use a mini. Have to, but I do like my WYSIWYG minis, right? If the girl's got daggers, I find a girl that has daggers. If I have a guy who has a spear, I find a guy that's got a spear, right? But having like 4 starter survivors, like on some really nice bases, I don't know, this could be something just fun to have. Thoughts. Many thoughts. What was this from? I can't remember what this was from. I can't remember. But I don't really see me using it on this group. see, we got 1, 2. That's good enough. Even that, put that behind her. Yeah, I could go either way. I could go either way on this. I think I like this probably a little bit better. Oh, I heard something fall. Who was that? Could have been important. Anyway, that's a tough one. Do I want to go for a more, like, I mean, one where you could use these on the rocks and you got the real nice, real heavy base. And then those kind of be your all-time survivors. And I've seen people do that as well. So I don't know which one I'd want. I think they'd look stinking amazing on top of, you know, these big stone rocks. Yeah, but at the same time, I just don't see me using only these for ever. Right? I can see me doing this. Or I think I might even might have those yeah, fancy bases. The premium bases, I think they're called. Got plenty of 50s. Yeah, I could roll this kind. Well, I don't want the. I can't this one. I don't want that one. What is this one? What does this one got? A bunch of lanterns. 1, 2, 3 lanterns and a little bit of acanthus. That one doesn't fit. This one's fine. Just a tiny bit of acanthus. Lantern, stone faces, and then these are the regular advanced ones. That could work. Oh, what are your thoughts? What do you guys think? Super premium heavy rock base. Kind of ruin necropolis kind of base. You got like these stone pottery pieces that have kind of broken, like the tiles, like, you know, former glory kind of thing, now in ruin. Or do we go with the, you know, premium stone base ones? What do you guys think? You mean like these? Yeah, I did something similar too. Yeah. Looks like rat swarm. No, I'm just kidding. I did the same thing, green stuff. Made a green stuff cast. Here's my green stuff mold. So, same thing. Which means I can make more if I want. It works well. No, 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 nope. My thing is that these are going to be my new starters. So I'm thinking maybe more of this or this. Gosh, I don't know. I'm stuck. Yeah, I think what is it? Not this Black Friday, but the last Black Friday, I got a one of the stone face things for like $10 or whatever on Black Friday sale. So yeah, just I've got them. I don't really like them so much. I like them for the 50s. Right, these 50s are great detail. But the 28s or whatever, not really doing it for me. Man, yeah, so my plan is to use these as replacement for starters because these are new scales. I've got OG Alistair. And new, I guess, new guy. That's sizable. That's a sizable difference. Like, getting girlfriend, not getting girlfriend. 6 feet. 5. Right? Joke. But so, yeah, these would be the new scale the game's going towards. You know, as far as I know, there isn't a plan to do. I believe I've read that somewhere. There is not a plan for Adam to do a release of Starting Survivors rescaled. You know, obviously, if I'm wrong, let me know, right? But, you know, from what I understand, it's not a thing. And this is my Starting Survivor group. They're just plain, unpainted, right? The guy who I bought the set from originally put them together, so there's no big breaks in the arms. You know, just... It's atrocious. They're bad. So I think these would be pretty cool. I'm not sure what makes more sense. Stone faces really look good. And I think I'm leaning away from the fancy stuff. Now I used these a lot for the, and I don't have them in front of me, but the Citadel, the Black Knight stuff, they all use this like ruins stuff. So they look real thematically tied to the Black Knight, because there's like, you know, pottery and broken columns and all that kind of stuff. So maybe I'll just do these. Maybe I'll just glue them up here onto just the traditional stuff. And these actually come on a sprue, so you gotta cut them off. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, I think we're gonna do stone faces. I think that'll be nice. Where's these? Focus. But yeah, we'll have to do Ahsoka another day. Considering it was a surprise-ish kind of thing anyway, no one will tell me I didn't do it. Now tomorrow we've got Player Obscure, Expedition 33. I'm really digging that game right now. Come check it out. Help me with some decisions, all that kind of fun stuff. How do I want this girl to stand? More in the front, more in the back. Oh, there's a good pose. I'm gonna get her to stay there though. Stay. Just tell her to stay. Stay. Tell my inanimate objects to stay. I want to make sure she's straight up and down. Here we go. Alright. Next. Gosh, I'm so relieved that Parasite Queen is done now. What a pain. What a pain. Worst model in the lineup by far. Like, sorry, building wise. Worst model in the whole lineup. I see now Lonely Tree and Phoenix as a happy memory compared to her. And that's saying something. Do need to make a bunch more of these though. What'd you use as your casting material, Necro? That's a good idea. Silicone? Oh, resin? Nice. Yeah, with these stone faces, I gotta find where the heck his feet are gonna fall. And so he's actually standing instead of leaning. No, I had him. I had him. These stone faces can be a pain. I don't want him landing, or his feet landing on just one stone. Or stone nose. That's not good. Yeah, I really like this very Greco-Roman statue of Adam type thing with the spear. Really like this one. Is that gonna stay still? Stay. The girls are very lopsided. The guys are able to stand on their own 2 feet. She's pretty top heavy though. Just have to lean this one up against something. But what? Like that. But she is now off center. I don't like that. How about that? All the way around, looking good. Don't lean them back too much, pal. That's better. All right. Don't move them. Don't touch them. Leave them alone. And I'll come back to them later today. All right. Thanks for helping me out with that. I think those are going to look good going forward. So, finished out. Absolute monstrosity today. Wow. I mean, the detail on this model is sick. Speaking of sick, look at all of the worms and intestinal parasites and things that are comprising this. The amount of reds, pinks, purples that I'm gonna be having to use down here is just, it's insane. And it makes me want to use like whites and grays on her outfit here. I don't know. This painting scheme is going to take me a long time to figure out before I ever put a brush to this thing. But it will have to contrast, right, between the cloth and the bile. I don't know what would you call, it's not bile, what would you call that? Necrotic nasty. All right, but that's it for me today. I think getting that done, getting those survivors done, or the Screaming God or Parasite Queen minions done. That was the goal. I'm happy about it. And tomorrow we're going to be playing Clair Obscure. Thursday we're going to be playing Clair Obscure. Friday we're going to be doing Kingdom Death Monster, Settlement of Soundgarden. And we may be starting a little late because of... Oh my gosh. You got auto-modded. I didn't even notice. Hey, you guys are killing me. So wait, long messages? Sending long messages, and the other one you got because you were like all capsing Necro. All right, I'll make a note of that. Mute Stickler and Necro on stream start. Got it. Check. All right. But that's it. That's it for me today. And yeah, on next Tuesday might be a paint day. Tuesday, I think we might be going back to painting. So we'll have to take a look at what I have over the weekend and see what I can prime to get something to the table. All right, well, thank you guys. Thanks for coming. Sorry we muted you. Almost gave you the ban hammer. Get this guy out of my chat. How dare you use capital letters? How dare you talk for long periods of time? Anyway, I will catch you guys tomorrow. And if you're not here for any of that Clair Obscure stuff, then I'll catch you on Friday for Kingdom Death. And if you want to know what's happening in the interim, join chat down at the bottom of Discord. It's all that about me stuff. You can find a link to Discord and help me figure out what the plan is for the settlement and minis going forward. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Adios.